Hello again, it's me again. We had an email home yesterday from Oliver's school, and it was outlining the work that they want them to do this week. Their topic is all about the rainforest. So they've been asked to have a look at the artist Henri Rousseau, and a lot of his work is all about leaves and forests, and it's very busy with some jungle wildlife in there as well. So I thought we'd have a go at some artwork stroke forest school activities that we could do that actually complement the activity that he's been asked to do. So I thought I'd share what we got up to with you all. Right, so what I've come out here for today is to find some different shaped leaves that I'm going to use hopefully in our artwork today. So unfortunately, much as our rules are no pick, no lick, some leaves I can get off the floor, particularly around at the moment because they are felling trees. So I've got a lot of ash dieback, so I can get some of those, but some of them I might have to pick fresh. So I'm going to try and get some bramble, and these are quite cool down here. I think that's hogweed, something like that. So yeah, I'll get back to you and see what we can find. Right, so what we're doing, I think the fern would look brilliant. So I'm going to grab some of that. And there's all sorts. I'm just going to avoid the nettles because they obviously would sting. So when I am picking the leaves off the trees, I just make sure that I only take what I need, and that any of the leaves that I take, there's plenty more of them. But obviously the main thing there is only take what you need, and for this it's a bit unavoidable that I have to have them fresh. Okay, see you in a while. So we're back from our walk now, and I've just sorted out all the leaves that we've collected, and there's actually quite a lot, and I think they'll look really good. So I'll just show you the sorts of variety that we got. Okay, so there's all sorts of leaves and grasses, and as well as being different shapes, there are also different shades of green. And we also have some flowers. So I thought with one piece of our artwork we would try pressing the flowers, and the other piece we're going to try and incorporate them as part of our design. So there we go, got quite a few to choose from. So right now would be a really good opportunity to use some leaf identification and flower identification. I will try and add some files with this video that you can have a look at to try and identify different species that you've found. Okay, so for this next part I am going to use a Hessian bag. This is just quite an old one I happen to have. I think I was given free at a teaching conference at some point, but it's absolutely ideal. This material is perfect. It doesn't have a pattern on it. That's quite important because otherwise it will show through in your work. So with our first one, we've arranged the leaves and a few flowers onto the sheet. I've tried to make sure that we've spaced them out a little bit, so we've got some gaps, and hopefully we'll be able to see the shape of those leaves. And I don't know what that was that just flew down there, never mind. Yeah, so now we go on to the next stage where we're actually going to start bashing the leaf. Okay, so when you've done that, you're going to spend some time bashing. You need to keep hold of the bag so that it doesn't move around, and remember to watch out not to bash your fingers or your mum's, just saying, Ollie. Okay, that's not funny. And you're going to bash for a little while just to see what juices we can get out of those leaves. Okay, so as you go through, you'll be able to start feeling the leaves, so you know where to bash. You will also find that in places you get a lot of the leaf juice coming through. Now some of the leaves don't print very well. This one we've bashed and bashed and bashed it and nothing has come out of it, so we might not be able to get anything out of that one. But you're feeling for those stems. Have a quick peek under so you can remember where things were that you need to bash, and I've got one down here. Oh, there we go, look straight through some of the juice. That's a good one. And you can start to see the pattern of where you put things on the page Okay, you can stop it now.
What?
Okay, so we've been bashing for quite a while now, haven't we, Ollie?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've both got tired arms, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's now time for the big reveal. Do you want to lift it up really slowly? And this is when you'll be able to smell all the leaves. And they all look a little bit mangled. So at that point, we're just going to clear them off and then we'll film and show you what we've done. So we've come in and I thought I'd show you what we've done. I have to excuse the bit of acrylic paint on the side there. I did used to store my acrylics in here. You can see the colour from the petals on the flowers has come through. And there's bits of purple and pink over here. And you see the imprint of where the leaves were. And also alongside that, underneath, when you look at the paper, you also find that the leaf has imprinted itself on the paper as well. So have an experiment and see how you get on. So I'm just sat at the moment putting together the video and I realised that actually I've not told you what we're doing next. So I'm going to add that in now so you've got an idea of what's going on. So we had a look at, first of all, the leaf bashing to create a picture. And we're going to go back and look at the original images and we're going to try and create them by printing with the leaves that we collected. So you are going to need some different materials for this one and I will write a list of them for you. I hope you enjoy this one too. Okay, so we're going to have a go at pressing the flowers now for our other piece of art. And I'm going to put them, I've got a piece of paper here, it's just an old piece of paper that someone's had a sketch on, we don't want it anymore. So I'm going to put them in here, I'm going to fold this piece of paper in half and I'm going to flatten them all under books. Okay, so we've placed them in there. Now I'm going to fold that piece of paper over. And very carefully, I'm going to put it on a flat surface. So luckily, I've just cleared a space on our bookshelf and I'm going to basically pile on the biggest books that we have in our house to try and squash them. So I shall pile them on and then I will check them in a day or two to see what's happened. Okay, for this painting part of what we're going to do today, I've just done a very basic colour wash of blue into green and we're going to actually do some printing on top of that. So I've raided my acrylic stash because that's probably the paints that I've got most of. I don't really think it matters what sort of paint you use, whatever you've got. So I've got several shades of green and I'm going to choose the leaves, paint them, and I'm going to then print them onto here and see what we come up with. Okay, so there's Ollie, he's chosen my nice metallic green, which is a very nice colour, and he needs to paint it on quite thick onto the leaf, not your fingers. Okay, and then we can transfer that onto the paper. Right, this is our first one. So obviously with his work, lots of the foliage seems to come in from the edges of the paper. So I've decided to put mine there. I need to make sure that I've pressed it down really, really well. So we're transferring the paint onto the paper. Okay, so patting it down really, really well. When we think we've got all the edges, you've done all the edges really well?
Almost.
Almost.
Just there's loads of bits of edge around this one.
Okay, well when you think you're ready, do you want to lift it up and let's see what we've got? So I'd pull it up from the stem.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Go on, lift it up, let's see. Moment of truth. And there we go, that's a really good one. Okay, so if you want to do another one of those, you can repaint it. Got another one over here as well. It's drying out very, very quick today. It's quite a hot day today. Maybe this is better done on a day where it's maybe less hot, but there we go. Got another leaf printed over there. Let's go and do some more. Right, so Rousseau used a lot of animals in his work, so I've decided that we're going to print some off. So we've chosen a toucan, a parrot and a tiger. We're going to print those off and incorporate them into our picture. So we carried on printing lots and lots of leaves. You can see that we've layered them over each other. There's loads of different leaf shapes on there, and we tried to incorporate as many different shades of green as we could. Here are the pictures that we tried to do there, printed over the top of them as well to try and make them look like they're more part of the picture. And yeah, we're pretty pleased with that. The only thing we have left to do is to go and retrieve the pressed flowers that we did the other day and add them to our finished piece. So there we have our finished piece. It's got all the pressed flowers on it and the animals that we tried to incorporate, and we've used all those leaves that we collected yesterday. Well, we've had a really exciting day. We've really enjoyed doing that. I hope yours, if you've had a go at it, is equally as successful. It'd be really good to see any art that you've got up to. So if you'd like to send me a picture or a video of you doing it and making it, that would be great. It'd be really nice to sort of put them into a video of everybody and then be able to post that on the school website. If you have any comments, I will put my email address at the underneath this video in the school website, so feel free to drop me a line, ask me any questions, send me any photos or videos, and I shall see you again soon. Bye bye.